and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2023 Volkswagen Tiguan R. So let's check it out. Alright, before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Central Coast Volkswagen, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after a Tiguan R or any of the Volkswagen range, I will leave their contact details down below. So at the front here, you've got the Volkswagen badge at the front. You've got this chrome grille. You've got the little R badge at the front there. You've got a nice sporty bumper with your parking sensors there. And you've also got a little camera down the bottom there, if you can see. You also do get LED daytime running lights and LED headlights as well. And it just screams really sportiness. I love the black and blue. I think it looks pretty cool. What are your thoughts though on the Tiguan R? Have you got one? Have you got the older one? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the Tiguan are 21-inch wheels. Just have a look at the size of them. They are massive. And they're silver and piano black, and I think they look really, really nice. And what stands out the most is the R brake caliper. Have a look at that. You got drilled discs and a massive caliper, and you need it for a vehicle like in this stature. You've got the R badge as well as a little camera underneath. It's got 360 cameras, and I do like the trim, the silver trim around the windows, and they put a bit of silver trim down the bottom just to break it up. Now you've got the panoramic roof there, which is actually an option on this car, along with the Harman Kardon sound system, which we'll have a look at that a bit later. So at the back here, you've got the VW badge, you've got the big R badge there, letting people know. And then further down, you've got a sporty bumper with quad exhaust as well. So very, very nice and very sporty. All right, let's go and have a look inside. All right, so inside the Tiguan R. Now, first impressions is it's very, very sporty in here. Now, you've got these really nice, comfortable leather seats, a nice pattern on them. You do get blue stitching and also this carbon fiber trim look on the edges of the seat. So that's a really nice touch. You also get the R badge on the top of the seat, which makes it even more sporty. And it's all in blue like the exterior, so I really like that as well. Now I even like blue stitching around the steering wheel, blue trim around the bottom there. It's just a really nice place to be. You've also got blue lighting on the doors there, if you can see that. And then you get some piano grey around the media center there, and you've also got the same around the gear selector there and the air conditioning. So again, it sort of breaks it up. You do also get some carbon fiber look or trim looking piece above the glove box there, and the dash is actually got a bit of softness about it, which is good. And the door trims are quite soft as well. So to the right of the steering wheel, you've got your headlight control there. You get auto headlights, but you can adjust them manually. You've also got next to it a head-up display screen, which pops out, which is pretty cool. And you can adjust how high or low the information is there depending on your height. So that's pretty cool. Now the steering wheel, full leather, really, really nice. I love the R and the blue trim, and also the glow R badge on the left there, so you can go straight into the R mode. That's pretty awesome. And it's nice to hold. You get these perforated leather pieces on the side there, And on the left of the steering wheel, you got your cruise control and some volume controls, and you've also got on the right your menu controls there for the dash. So behind that, you get these massive big paddle shifters. I really like them. I like this sort of big look and massive look. It makes it look a lot more sportier, so I think that's quite cool. And then you've got your wiper stalk on the right and your indicator stalk on the left. So on the dash, you do get analog speedo and tacho, as well as a digital speedo in the middle of the analog speedo there. And then in the middle screen, you can go through a whole bunch of different things. You can go through your assist systems. You've got your navigation there. And if you hit the view button, it'll actually go full screen, which is pretty cool. So you don't sort of have to look down there, which is really good. But try not to get too distracted by it, because it is pretty cool. And you can obviously zoom in and out depending on your preferences. Now, if you hit the view button again, you do get a different layout of the dash there. You get things like your distance till empty. You get your average fuel, things like that. And you can change a lot of that as well. So on the media screen, one of the things I like about the VWs is the ability to swipe over the screen. So it gives you most of the buttons that you can push. When you go near it, it'll actually light up with a few more. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. Now you do get AM, FM and digital radio stations there. You've got telephone via Bluetooth or Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. You've got navigation, which I'll just show you now. And it's quite a big screen as well. Swipe function is very, very smooth. Now you do have your driver assist, or IQ Drive as VW call it. You do get media from a Bluetooth device such as a mobile phone. You do have some vehicle settings here as well. So you've got vehicle status, you've also got your tyre pressure monitor. Now a couple of things you can go into, it's got sport and off-road. So you go into sport and you get some sport gauges there. PSI, your G meter and kilowatts, which that's pretty cool. You can also go into the off-road, which gives you some off-road gauges as well, should you wish. So you also get a digital cockpit you can go into, which you can change the layout of the dash. You can have it on automatic, you can have it on classic view, you can have it on view 1, 2 or 3 depending on your preferences, and you can change them all around should you wish. Further down, dual zone climate control, and you can adjust the settings from this panel here, or you can do it through the screen if you wish. Now under that you do have 2 USBs and a 12-volt plug, along with some storage for a phone or whatnot down there as well. So further back you've got your engine start stop, you got your gear selector, PRND, S, and you can go into manual mode and use the gears there. So to the left of the gear selector, you've got a few buttons there, your auto start stop, you've got your parking assist, and then you've got your camera view button. I'll just go into that now and show you. And as you can see there, you can have a 3D model as well. And you know what, it's okay, not the clearest, but it's okay. I reckon VW could have done a little bit better on the clarity of it. Now on the right, you've got your park brake or handbrake, auto hold, traction control on or off. And then behind there, you do have some modes there. So you've got snow, you've got tarmac driving, you've got off-road, or you've got off-road expert. Now on the tarmac mode, you do have a few different modes there. You have comfort, sport, race and individual. So you can go through them and it changes the dynamics of the vehicle. And behind there you do have your cup holders there, and if you hit the black buttons you can see the cup holder sides come out there and you can put them back if you want, and then you can cover that up to make it look a little bit nicer. And the middle armrest, yeah, you know what, it's got a little bit of comfort, bit of softness to it. And it's got the nice blue stitching I really like, and you can adjust this as well. So you can adjust it depending on the driver and how they feel comfortable. And if I open it up, you can see you do get a little bit of storage space in there. And the glove box. You know what? It's not too bad, the glove box. You get your books in there, and you'll also get some iPads in there as well. And the panoramic roof. This is actually an optional extra on this car, along with the Harman Kardon sound system. And as you can see, it goes all the way to the back. And I'll just open that up. It's a one-touch operation there. And that opens quite a fair bit and lets in a lot of light, and it's really good for these Australian conditions. Now you can tilt it as well. Alright, let's go and have a look in the back. Alright, so inside the back of the Tiguan R. Now, it's very, very spacious in the back here. Now, I'm 6'1", or 185 centimetres, and if you have a look, I've got a fair bit of headroom. Even if the cover was closed, I would still have a bit of headroom as well, which is really nice. Now, knee room's really good. Leg room and foot room is also really, really good, and this is set up for me. Now, you do get 2 ISO fixed spots there and 2 behind me, and they've continued with the blue stitching in the back, and I really, really like it. Full leather and the blue trim. Now you get 2 ISO fixed spots there, 2 there and 2 behind me. And I like it how they've continued the blue stitching throughout the car. It just looks unreal. And we'll just have a look at the armrest. Again, really, really soft. They need to have this softness in the front. I would be really happy with that. You do get 2.5 cup holders there. You can actually move this whole thing, so the whole seat comes back if you need to get something long through it and you don't want to fold the seats right the way down, or you've got people in there. Now, for the rear passengers, you do get ventilation. You also get adjustable air conditioning. You get a USB and a 12-volt plug. And then you get map pockets or iPad pockets down the bottom. And you get these 2 little pockets up the top, a bit like for phones or things like that. Alright, let's go and have a look in the boot. So in the boot of the Tiguan R, so here we have 615 litres of boot room, which I think is pretty spacious. You do get your 3 tether points there, you can see on the back. You have your jack on this side, and you've got your tyre inflation and gel on that side. And if I open up the floor there, you can see that there actually isn't a spare tyre, but instead you've got your amplifier there, as this has got the upgraded sound system. You do have a 12-volt plug, and you've got a couple of tie-down points at the front there. Now, you also get these levers either side for putting the seats down, and I'll just show you that now. It's very, very easy. That folds nearly flat, so you get a fair bit of storage in there as well. Alright, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the Tiguan R, so here we have a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it produces 235 kilowatts of power and 400 newton meters of torque. And that's mated to a 7-speed DSG gearbox driving all 4 wheels. Now, VW claims the Tiguan R will use 8.8 litres per 100 kilometres. Alright, let's go for a drive. Alright, let's go for a drive in the Tiguan R, so let's go. So vision at the front is really good both sides. The rear vision is high up, and rear vision, you get a pretty good view actually. It's got quite a wide and deep rear window, which is nice. Now vision out the sides, you know what, yeah, you get pretty good vision all around. And the mirrors, look, they're not too bad. They do have the curved part on the driver's one, which, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of, but other than that, they're okay. So we're just going to pick a bumpy road. Now, we're just in comfort mode at the moment, so we're just going to cruise along in comfort mode and just see how it goes. So it's soaking up most of the bumps, which is really good. I mean, for 21-inch wheels, I was expecting even in comfort mode it would be really harsh, but it's actually really nice, actually, in the cabin, and it soaks up quite a lot of the bumps. Steering, yeah, sort of in the middle, not too hard, not too soft. Now, if we go into change the drive mode, you'll be able to hear the exhaust. Just show you that. So now if you listen, and it has changed the dynamics a bit, and it's got a little bit bumpier. So what's the acceleration like of the Tiguan R from a standing start? Well, let's have a look. Wow, that is very aggressive takeoff, guys. Nice, very nice. Yeah, it's very, very aggressive, this thing. It really does get up and move. So it's best of both worlds. It's sort of comfortable, quiet, poised, and then when you want to open it up, it absolutely screams and absolutely goes, this car. It really does. Wow, I'm very, very impressed, guys. I am very impressed. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.